Hi everybody, welcome back to the Why Kim YouTube channel. Please subscribe and ring the bell. And if you're new to the channel, comment down below. Today I have got some new and startling information in regards to law, children, and the Catholic confession. I wanted to put this new reform in Australian law to the Why Kim viewers, and also to the Catholic community and the secular people, to see what they think, to see where you all stand with it. I'm going to look at both sides of the argument as quickly and simply as I can. There was a thorough report that was detailed, studied for 5 years in Australia by some very prominent and smart people, lawyers, human rights activists, judges. What they determined after 5 years of research was that there were young people that were being harmed by many different institutions, including religious institutions. Now, 180, if I'm correct, recommendations were set out for all of these institutions to look at and address. One of the recommendations from this panel of highly regarded people was that the Catholic Church, in regards to the confession with a priest and a person, that if it was disclosed that a young person was harmed in the confession, someone told the priest that something was done to a child, by law now in 2022, in every state in Australia except for New South Wales and Western Australia, all of the other states, this priest by law must report the confession about a child being harmed. Let me state this again. It is in law that a priest must report any detail of a child being harmed being told to him in the confession. The priest can face prison time. The priest can go to jail for not reporting. What does the Why Kim viewers think about this? Some of you might say, well, of course, he should. I say he because for Catholics, the priests are always men. Anyway, of course, reasonably, why wouldn't the priest want to report this so that person can do no more harm to the child? It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It seems like a great recommendation. However, it's not just a recommendation anymore. Out of the 180 recommendations, it has now been passed in Parliament and put into law. The priest can go to jail, like I just already explained. What about the Catholic? What does this mean for the Catholics? What is the confession for the Catholics? Well, let me share with you my limited knowledge of this, but I think I might have it correct. The confession for a Catholic, it is a conversation between the confessor and Jesus Christ. For the Catholic, that's what the confession is. It's a conversation and a confession to God. The priest is just the intermediary. The priest is just the vessel for the conversation. The priest is just representing and is a pathway to God in that confession. So again, for the Catholic, this confession is sacred. For the Catholic, it's a sacrament. It is a confession to God for the Catholic. So, to force, by law, the priest to get in the way and exploit and disrespect and break the promise and the vow of the secrecy of the confession. To a Catholic, it is unimaginable and impossible. The priests have already come out and said, I promise that I will not break the secrecy and the sacredness of the confession to all my Catholic followers and believers. So don't worry. Why, Kim viewers, comment down below and tell me what you think about this tricky, I think it's an interesting and controversial subject. A part of you, I'm sure, want the priest to tell this secret to the rest of us, just like everyone else has to, just like a high school has to, a university has to, any other organization has to divulge. A professional therapist, a professional psychologist, a policeman, a psychiatrist, a doctor, they must divulge. If something's told to them in confidentiality about a child being harmed, the doctor or the professional then, or the lawyer has to say, this does not come under our confidentiality agreement. I have to tell the authorities about this because children are too important and they should never be harmed. So, I want you all to comment down below and tell me what you think about this fascinating subject. What do you do? YCam out.